Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon, actually. It's a little bit afternoon. I always miss this sometime. But happy Monday. Happy Motivation Monday. Happy Memorial Day for those of you who celebrate and acknowledge that day. I have so much to talk about today. How y'all doing? Y'all good? Everybody good? Y'all doing okay? Good. So excited to connect with you guys today. Okay, so there's a number of things I want to talk about today. But before we get into it, you know what we do. Guess what? So I have not had Dunkin' since I've been back from Ghana. It's not that I don't want to go to Dunkin'. I love my Dunkin'. Y'all know that. I just haven't had the opportunity to go get it. That's all. So today I'm just drinking. Some just old-fashioned lemonade. Bam! I got my skinny pop. Skinny pop. Yay! Y'all know how I love my skinny pop. So let's get into it, shall we? Oh my goodness. Let's talk about my weekend. I hope you guys use this opportunity before we get into that to thank those who have served. One of the reasons I acknowledge Memorial Day, I acknowledge Labor Day. I acknowledge those for two particular holidays because, number one, Memorial Day being Memorial Day, my father served in the military. My uncle served in the military. Shout out to those who served because although, I'm going to tell you, America is messed up. Like, we have a messed up country. But I will say this, there are those who fought for us to have the freedoms that we have. And unfortunately, some people take those freedoms a little too far, which is unfortunate. However, thank you for those who sacrificed your life, who sacrificed your time, who sacrificed your livelihood, meaning that many went into the military back then. When my dad served, they had jobs here. Some were enlisted on their own, and some were, they had to go whether they wanted to go or not. So thank you all for your service. If you've served in the military in any capacity, if you were a doctor or a nurse, if you were on the field, if you were in behind the scenes, working the tech stuff, it's all gravy. It's all the same thing. So it's all, not the same thing, but it is, you have given of yourself. So thank you so much for that. Let's talk about this weekend. Listen. So my kids and I, we went to go see The Little Mermaid. So let me say this. If you have not seen The Little Mermaid, go see The Little Mermaid. Go see it. Listen, I did not know what to expect coming in, right? I didn't know what to expect. So we got there, it was just, people were excited. People were dressed really cute. And the girls were all dressed as Little Mermaid. It was very diverse. It was white people, black people, Hispanic people. There were Asian people, like all there. The place that we went to, we went on the opening night, right? Because we think that that's when, the box office gets its the most attention at that point. And that's really an important time to go see a movie is when it opens. So we want to do that. And shout out to my girl, Tiffany Ware. We get to do our thing, but maybe we can do something later. I don't know. We got to look and see what other movies are coming out. Went in and, we were excited. My daughter got, shout out to my daughter, Christina. She is our cinema girl. Like, she makes sure the popcorn and stuff is already bought ahead of time. And we ain't got to stand in line. She buys tickets ahead of time. And we just walk up with our phone and we just go onto our seat. Like, she is the VMP, the VIP, the GOAT in that department. So, went in and I'm going to tell you, the minute that I walked into the theater, excuse me. Excuse me. I know I sneeze from time to time. My sneezes are so crazy. Anyway, the minute we walked into the theater, there was just, I don't know, just this, the atmosphere was just ready for her. For those who were looking and expecting something great, the expectation was there, right? Hey, y'all, who's coming in? Hi, Andrea. Hi, Empress Mother. Hi, Roderick. How are you? And whoever else is here, I can't see you. Sometimes it tells me you're coming in, and sometimes it doesn't. So, I walked in just trying to say, you know what? I'm going to give a very real review. Y'all know me. If I see something, there's a movie, you know, being a theater person and also being a person that has a thespian, I have a theater background. I've been formally trained. So I don't go in like, oh, that was fun. No, I go in sometimes like criticizing a little bit, like, oh, she could have did that better, whatever. But listen, hey, cousin Mabel, how you doing? Welcome. So walked in, movie started, you know, they had the previews, whatever. We got seated. We were in the front row. Now, I don't normally sit in the front row, but we sat in the front row because it was packed. So those were only seats that were available. It was cool. It is what it is. It was still really a good experience. So the minute that it started coming on and okay, let me stop because I'm about to give it away. Because some of you have not seen the movie yet, okay? I want you to go see the movie. But let me say this. The minute that the first scene came in, it was magical. It was magical. So let me break down from a thespian perspective, because I can do that, because I have theater training and I went to school for music and theater and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to break some of this down. Now, the cinematography of that part, that is not my forte, but I know what I like when I see it. Oh my gosh, the visuals. You guys can imagine it's under the sea, right? So the colors and oh my gosh. It took them 4 years to do this movie. When Halle Bailey first auditioned, she was 18. She's 23. So they did the movie. She got the part. There's a whole story behind that. You guys can Google it yourself. She got the part. She was the first to audition. They were like, that's it. Like, they knew that she was their Ariel the minute she walked in. And I'm going to tell you why I know now after seeing the movie. Halle has this purity about her. There is this kind of innocence, kind of purity. She ain't completely innocent. Like, you seen her? I follow her on TikTok and all that. You know, she got a little, you know, she cussed a little bit. She cussed a little bit. But there is just something honest and pure about this girl, right? And it transformed, like it transpired over the screen. So her eyes, and at one point, you know, if you know the show, but you know the story, Ariel can't talk at one point. You all know the story, right? But what I was happy about was they put some extras in there for some of the actors that really need to showcase their talent, and they wrote some songs and, you know, the scenes. Oh my gosh, I want to talk about it because, again, it's still new and a lot of people haven't seen it, but just even the setting and where it was done and the atmosphere there, that was phenomenal. Like, meaning that the people, I'll just put it that way, the people, right? Well done, Disney. Well done, Disney. Okay? Because I know that I cried from the beginning of the movie all the way to the end. I cried. I did. And everyone has seen the trailer. So in the trailer and in the movie where she first comes in and she's talking about wanting to be a part of the world, that is the song that you all see. So we've all seen that. So I'm not giving that away. It doesn't do justice watching it on TV. If you were in the theater and you watch it and the surround sound and her voice and, oh my word, when I tell you, this girl played that role, okay? So keep that in mind. So now I'm going to put her aside for a second. Well done, Halle Bailey. Well done, okay? Put her aside for a second. Let's talk about Melissa McCarthy. Now, we have this thing in show business, in the theater, what we call upstaging, right? She came very close to upstaging Halle because she is such a heavyweight in the industry, but she is a comedic actress, right? But this pulled out another side of her that she had to pull. Baby, listen. She played that part, right? She played that part. Had she had more scenes, she would have upstaged Hallie, and it would have been over, right? But she didn't. She had the scene she's supposed to have, and it was pretty much like the original animation movie. However, she became the character. Like they all did. They all did. Like they really all did. But when I tell you, I know this woman put out of every movie that she's done, and again, she's a comedic actress. She started out in Mike and Molly. Remember that TV show on CBS? And she has done stand-up. She has done lots of movies. She said, you know, she's been a leading lady. And shout out to the big girls. Shout out to the big girls. Okay? Because she represented the curvy women. Okay? In the industry. I'm not just talking about this movie. In general. I mean, Melissa, listen. She is, and then I watched interviews after I saw the movie, and I just kind of wanted to get some more information about how they made it. And, you know, now that I've seen the movie, I want to, you know, hear some things. And she goes on to talk about Hallie and about how Hallie, and how Hallie was such a professional, and then how she just encompassed Ariel, and she talks about this, right? And so you do any research, if you Google her interviews about you know, the Little Mermaid, she really does come through. And then the other characters, the other people who are part of the movie, you know, some of those. But let me tell you something, Aquafina, I knew, you can't, her voice is like, you know it's her, right? And she played the bird, right? So I can just say this, that diversity was very much presented in this movie. Kudos, Disney. The orchestra and the score, yes, it was the original stuff, but they added some things as well. Well done, Disney. Well done. I'm gonna tell you, in this movie, I was hoping for a sequel, like some sort of spin-off. Like I'm ready to see what happens. Like, again, not giving everything away, but I was ready to see what was happening. So anyway, shout out to Disney. My kids loved it. We all went to see it except for Kellen, who's not really into that, but shout to that. So we after that was Friday. Well, I don't know what day that was. Friday. No, Saturday. Oh gosh, what day was that? Friday, I think it was. I just can't remember. Anyway, and then we went to my cousin's wedding on yesterday. It was nice. I went to church, did my thing there, whatever, and had a meeting after church, and at church, with my music people. Shout out to Rivers Crossing, and then I rushed home, changed, and we went to the wedding, and it was so much fun. And congratulations to my cousin again, Rachel. Congratulations on you and your husband, your nuptials and your wedding. It was beautiful. It was very well done, very simple, just elegantly simple, and I love that. I love that. So y'all look out, because those are my friends. When my husband gets here, we're going to have our vow renewal. And you guys have followed me. You'll see we've done our anniversaries, celebrations, things like that. But we're going to actual vow renewal when he gets here. So, but shout out to them. That was awesome. Now, next on the agenda, I just want to thank. If you guys see this table behind me, see all that stuff? See all those boxes? There's some on the floor. I don't know if you can see it. Shout out to Sycamore Bridges. Shout out to Sister Christina. Shout out to who else donated some stuff for my lady. So the Reese Spencer Foundation, you guys know, under the Reese Spencer Foundation, we have the Rose Fund, and the Rose Fund is where we bless women. So what I have decided to do, and I discussed this with my husband, because we had such an outpouring of people like, hey, I have a mom who would deserve this, and people are like, well, what do you need? I mean, I said, okay, God, I hear you. So sometimes you got to listen to God. When God is directing you in a certain direction, you got to listen, right? So I did. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to do this year round. So the Rose Fund will not take precedence over other programming. The Urban Families for Autism will also be there because we've got to, help these families for the summer. Like it's summertime now. So now we got to figure out what we're doing. And so we still need to build that resource center in Winneba, Ghana. So that is still press. So look for a campaign for that's coming up this coming week. We got to get it going. Those of you who give in physical donations, like I said, I have boxes of shower gel and body lotion and hand sanitizer and batteries and baby oil donated from Sycamore Bridges. So thank you so much for that. You all, we have a relationship with Sycamore Bridges, and we also have a relationship with Matthew 25 Ministries. We get the toiletries from them. So got to go pick that up soon. And we're going to put our gift baskets together. It's just been wild. So thank you all again for that. Thank you so much. So look out for the campaign for that. So I hope you guys have an awesome day. So I'm going to leave you with, on today's Motivation Monday, just enjoy yourself. Enjoy your family. And I just want to say again, thank you to the veterans and those who have served this country. Again, our country is in a bit of a mess. Like, politically, it's a bit of a mess. And it's also, right now, it's in jeopardy of lots of people who depend on the government to live. They may not be able to thrive or to be able to pay their bills or eat, that sort of thing. That's how bad it's getting. And so that's a message I believe that God is sending us, is that you've got to work on self-sustaining. So whatever that looks like, if you have a home and you can start growing your own vegetables, do so. That's what we're doing. I'm doing it here and in Ghana, West Africa. If you have the wherewithal to create your own business and to try to, if you have a gift or something and you have a craft or something you're good at, start, go ahead and step out and do it, because what's happening is that we have to be more mindful of how we spend our money. We have to save better. We have to, invest better or more soundly. And because we just never know. And if you are a person with a disability or that has, a health issue and you depend on the government to help you with finances, right now the government is going to shut down soon because they can't come to an agreement on the debt ceiling. So it is really a lot going on. So praying for our country, praying for the world situation, and just have faith that the Most High God has us. He is Jehovah Jireh. He will provide. And, but we have to have faith that God will do that. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a wonderful rest of your week. And I will see you guys next time. Okay? Bye.